but you don't have to.
I'm like feeling creepy and
No, it's kind of weird.
It is. It's a
super
weird
empty in
and
here.
like, you know, the weather is like.
The weather's
Also-
weird. It's a creepy. I hate it when the.
It's
I
just
mean,
empty in here.
yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
thankful for the weather, but yeah, the creepiness of it all. All right, hon, take a deep breath. Listen, we're all just excited that we're getting to this point of delivering this information.
Let me think like there are like 20 people.
Yeah, you can think that there's 20 people.
I was gonna go to like.
Yeah, and then just take a deep breath, and whenever you are ready, I am ready for you as well. Oh, and as a reminder, so sorry, I'll be giving you your hand signals today. So if you hit the 5, 6, 7, you have the set.
Like minute.
You've hit 5 minutes, or you've hit 6 minutes, or you've hit 7 minutes. And then when you see the 7, you have about 30 seconds to wrap that up.
Oh, but we have only 7 minutes.
5 to 7 minutes. You got it. But I've seen your speech a couple times, so I know that you're in that time frame. Okay, good deal. All right, take a breath in whenever you're ready.
As Michael Moore said, filmmakers and artists always thrive during more liberal times. Every week, mostly on the weekends, many of us go to the movies to entertain ourselves for 2 hours, to forget what's happening in our lives. And we even prefer to choose movies which will make us laugh rather than the ones that will make us cry. One can say that cinema is the strongest artist branch to shape people's thoughts. In addition, even as a result from the elections in the U.S., it's apparent that the population of the people who are on the conservative side is closely equal to the liberal side. What if I say that many people with liberal thoughts would prefer to go to conservative movies rather than the liberal ones? Also, these conservative movies make much more money compared to the liberal movies. That's why I'm here to speak to you today about the U.S. conservative cinema, and specifically, it contributes to the image of Muslims in the U.S. Today, I will convince you that several movies which we really like to watch it again and again have some critical ideological problems, and I will describe in the first part how the pre and post 9/11 conservative cinema during the rise of Osama bin Laden contributes to the image of Muslims in the U.S. And in the second part, I'm going to talk about how the U.S. conservative cinema's portrayal of Muslims after Osama bin Laden's death by discussing some examples. A good place to start how the U.S. conservative cinema contributes to the image of Muslims in the U.S. is to describe pre- and post-9/11 cinema during the rise of Osama bin Laden and to learn about some movies, movie examples made in that period of time. Pre- and post-9/11 cinema grabbed people's focus on Muslims during the rise of Osama bin Laden. In pre-9/11 conservative cinema, some movies told us some stories about what happened on September 11, 2001, and its effects in the first days after the attack in the U.S. in a nationalist way. One of the most known movies about the 9/11 attacks is World Trade Center, directed by Oliver Stone in 2006. The movie depicts two Fourth Authority officers who became trapped in the rubble of the World Trade Center after going in to help people escape from the buildings during the terrorist attacks. In this film, the character Dave Carnes shows us one of the conservative aspects of the movie, who goes to save lives of authority officers by saying at the end that he's going to go to Iraq to fight for his country. However, there's nothing related to Iraq in this complete movie, and our character just brings it as an idea without any reason. In addition, some movies are also focused on the psychological situation of soldiers who fight for the United States in Iraq. In 2008, Catherine Bigelow made a movie named The Hurt Locker. This film is about 3 soldiers who are members of a bomb disposal unit at Bada. As their tour of duty enters its final weeks, the men face a set of increasingly hazardous situations, any of which could end their lives in an explosive extent. In a Turkish film critic website named Sina Ritual, the Turkish film critic Gökhan Gök wrote an essay about Catherine Bigelow, which focuses on The Hurt Locker, and which named as Catherine Bigelow, Hollywood's Tamed Woman. He criticizes about the main question which movie couldn't ask, which is, why these soldiers are here. Furthermore, except the character Beckham, the movie shows Muslims as risky people who lives in Iraq and who can explode a bomb at any time. Additionally, the movie's conservative manner even gets clearer for its audience when we saw Sergeant William James, who is the main character in the film, in a different zone in Iraq, and he narrates that fighting in wars for his country became his life at the end of the movie. The U.S. conservative cinema's portrayal of Muslims after the death of Osama bin Laden grew feud culture. In post-9/11 conservative cinema, torture is used as a way to create the image of Muslims through storytelling about the hunt for and killing of Osama bin Laden, and some movies created conservative language through Muslims by creating to estrange them in audiences' eyes. In 2012, Catherine Bigelow made another movie named Zero Dark 30. This film is about the work of a dedicated female operative that proves instrumental in finally locating Osama bin Laden. In May 2011, Navy SEALs launched a nighttime strike, killing bin Laden in his compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. In Zero Dark 30, the movie opens with a torture scene which lasts approximately 4 or 5 minutes against a suspicious terrorist who is Muslim. Moreover, in one part of this movie, we watch a scene in which we hear a Muslim terrorist named Abu Ahmad's name's repetition for a long time. And the movie tries to create a psychological effect through the hearing of a Muslim's name in the audience's mind. In addition, in one part of the movie, our main character, Maya Hassan, reacts through the operation of Osama bin Laden by saying, "I'm going to smoke everyone in this off." Furthermore, in his essay about Catherine Bigelow, and part of analyzing the movie Zero Dark 30, Gyo Kang-guk defines and criticizes the movie's focus on its main characters' internal lives by writing, "We don't see anything about our main characters' inside lives specifically. We only see them when they try to find Osama bin Laden." Not only we just see our characters' external lives, but the movie doesn't even try to focus a little bit to the lives of Muslims, and it is not successful at showing Muslims in an equal way too. Secondly, in 2012, a TV movie named SEAL Team 6, the raid on Osama bin Laden, was made by John Stockwell and Paulette Lifton. This film is about a seasoned team of U.S. Navy SEALs which storms a Pakistani compound and brings the long hunt for the world's most wanted terrorist to an end in May 2011. As Maya Hassan in Zero Dark 30, in the movie SEAL Team 6, the movie presents a determined female CIA agent which has the tenacity to find Osama bin Laden, is crucial to the operation named Vivian. However, according to Karen Juggernaut's article named Zero Dark 30 versus SEAL Team 6, how two films tackled torture, 9/11, and the hunt for bin Laden, in the website called IndieWire, as Maya Wiwin was also created as a character in her dedication to gathering evidence. And making a case as they're passionate about seeing the Al-Qaeda leader pay for his crimes. In addition, her reaction through the operation of Osama bin Laden is also pretty recognizable for us to understand her conservative perspective through Muslims, which is, we should bomb the fuck out of it. Sadly, we're about to end our journey into different types of movie examples of how the U.S. conservative cinema contributes to the image of Muslims in the U.S. We talked about how the U.S. conservative cinema contributes to the image of Muslims in the U.S. Several big-budget Hollywood movies, such as World Trade Center, The Hurt Locker, Zero Dark 30, and SEAL Team 6, grab people's attention on Muslims in a nationalist way, both during the rise of Osama bin Laden and after Osama bin Laden's death. Understanding these conservative movies' perspective is important. Not only it will be helpful for the U.S. society to understand the roots of a fewer culture, but people will also recognize some liberal countries in today's world, and they started to think about the meanings of the words conservative and liberal and how they should even sell this small pencil on my hand once again. Because the pencil is only a material, but its importance about how well you describe it to the other people before shaping their thoughts.